It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all. It's Smiley Morning Show. It is 5 minutes after the hour. Gary has the team in the color of the day. Gary Ray.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. GloRilla, y'all, is speaking out, honey. She says that it's hard, honey, to ignore lies people tell about her. Now, the rapper GloRilla attended, y'all, the 2026 American Music Awards at the MGM Grand Garden Arena recently in Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, she wore, y'all, a beautiful neon yellow two-piece skirt, y'all, set, honey, with a nice, beautiful look, honey. And I mean, she was definitely giving, because I love GloRilla and I love her sister, too. Now, they say she wore that bold yellow two-piece skirt set with a dramatic bustier held together by a tiny string. Now, GloRilla paired y'all with some floor-length maxi skirt that highlighted her toned abs. Now, she accessorized with gold bangles and bracelets and a thin gold chain and a diamond chain, y'all, around her beautiful belly. Now, the TGIF rapper said, y'all, that it's hard, honey, to ignore lies people tell about her. She addressed people, y'all, who make up lies about her in a Facebook post. She said it's so hard being a celebrity and having an STUF or STFU and not address the mess, honey, but have to watch, y'all, your delusional witches, honey, that come with lies and makeup and make all these things up and people believe them. She said that in the Facebook thing. She said, I'm really, y'all, a changed woman because I'll be, honey, curse your butt out in a minute. Oh, I didn't believe she cursed. Now, GloRilla, her real name, y'all, is Gloria Hallelujah Woods. She didn't mention anyone
Gloria
specific.
Hallelujah Woods.
Hallelujah Woods.
Really? True story.
Yep, that's her name.
Wow.
Her mama was a very Christian woman, and she thought that her daughter should have the name of Hallelujah. So she's Gloria Hallelujah Woods, and she didn't mention anyone specifically, but her comments, y'all, come a few months, after that estranged sister, Miss Victoria Woods, a.k.a. Scarface, would accuse her of not providing for her parents financially. Now, GloRilla, 26, and her parents denied y'all the allegations. Now, her parents thanked GloRilla publicly, y'all, for taking care of them. Now, incarcerated rapper Tony Lanez, he sent Scarface $2,500, y'all, after she complained about being broke, honey. Now, amid the family drama, she said it was revealed that Scarface was arrested back in 2015, y'all, for threatening to shoot her sister. Now, Scarface, who was 19 at the time, was in a hotel room with GloRilla, who was then 15. Now, Scar admitted, y'all, to having a gun hidden outside the room. Now, she was arrested and
Scarface,
charged.
the rapper?
No, that's her sister name.
GloRilla.
Yeah, GloRilla's sister name is
Oh,
Scarface.
Yeah. Okay.
She's called herself Scarface, honey. But, she was arrested and charged with domestic assault. But I don't blame GloRilla. I mean, people do make up lies and saying and different things. I think In Vogue wrote a song, using lies as alibis. So, congratulations to GloRilla, and she's speaking out that it is hard. Do y'all think it's hard when people make lies of you, or you just go ahead on and just say, honey, I'm turning it over to Jesus, and he going to work it out? Do y'all? Stepdad?
Well,
you don't.
All right, what people think about you is none of your business. What they say about you is, that's how I feel. Like, if I don't, what I mean? It's what people say about you is none of your business.
Yeah, and that's what people say to Alfred, but it can't be. And, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt. But words do hurt, I learned that words do hurt, honey. So, so that was a lie that they taught us as kids. So I don't blame GloRilla for saying that. It's definitely hard, honey. All right, speaking of hard, honey, Queen Latifah, y'all, she returned to host the 2026 American Music Awards after 31 glorious years. Now, they're saying that the rapper, as she wore, y'all, a beautiful fur overcoat from Christian Siriano from his 2026 fall collection. Now, Latifah, she was born Dana Orange. They say she wore her hair in a sleek ponytail extension. She brought her family, and this is so touching, it brought tears to my eyes. She brought her life partner, Ebony Nichols, and their son, Little Rebel, who was born via IVF, honey, in 2019. Now, they're saying that the family posed with little Kavia James, that's Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade's daughter, to the event as well. Now, they're saying Ebony 48, which is her life partner, Queen's life partner, wore a beautiful dark green floor-length dress with cutouts, y'all, at the thighs. Now, she wore a matching crop jacket and accessorized, y'all, with gold and pearl jewelry. Now, Rebel was styled in some black short sets with, y'all, the black socks and black loafers, and it was all by Tom Brown. That's a nice designer, honey. Tom Brown. Now, they're saying, now for Queen Latifah, honey, she kept her sexual orientation private. They say she finally came out during her BET Lifetime Achievement Award acceptance speech on Gay Pride back in June the 27th, 2 days before my birthday in 2021. Now, they're saying Latifah said that she wanted to receive Ebony and Rebel because they were part of her journey. She said, quote, I was getting a Lifetime Achievement Award and I didn't want to leave out the people who were part of the Lifetime, she said. She said, yeah, it's about that. She said, it's really that simple. She said, it's so not more complicated than that. And it's funny because it's not always that deep. Now, toward the end of her speech, they're saying, Queen said, Ebony, my love, Rebel, my love, peace and happy pride. Isn't that touching? That is so touching. Now, they also said that, she said that she was nervous and excited to host the 2026 AMA. She said, quote, I know it's going to be great just because of the people that are performing and that this is a fan favorite show. The fans get to pick who they want to see and who they think should win. Now, she said this is always something that really comes back to the people, and I'm going to make sure that the people feel good about what they're seeing and hearing, y'all. This is so touching, and it's so nice that Queen spoke out on this situation, because I know she did a great job during the AMAs. And 31 years ago, I was a child, so congratulations, to her and, during the wars, honey. Now, my quick for free story, y'all. This is so touching, y'all. They're saying, y'all, that photographers, y'all, begged, honey. They begged Miss Tina, y'all, for a job, honey. Now, they're saying Miss Tina, honey, was doing a thing on Rodeo Drive with some of the grand girls, honey. Miss Kim Whitley and Robbie Reed and Dawn Lewis. And they're saying, honey, people were coming up begging her, honey. Can
Robbie
I get a
Reed.
job? Yeah, you remember her?
I think all of us, Brett, didn't you work? We all worked for her at some point.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we love Robbie Reed.
We
she
sure
gave
do.
us all jobs over at BET.
Yes, sir.
What?
She big time. Yeah.
Yes, she is.
Well, honey, she was with Miss Tina the other day, baby, and they said the girls was begging Miss Tina for a job, which I think Miss Tina should, oblige and give the people a job. I mean, because, she got that good gumbo stand that she had at the rodeo and stuff, and I'm sure people would have loved to have worked and served gumbo at the rodeo. So if Miss Tina listening, honey, help the people out and give them a job, honey, because people need to work these days and they want to do an honest job, and serving that gumbo would have been definitely an honest job. All right, now that said and did, y'all know what time it is.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la.
Yeah.
The Kahlua today, honey, is one of my favorite Kahlua. My Kahlua today, y'all, is summer fig. On the high end, you say summer fig, and on the low end, you say beautiful dark purple. That's your Kahlua for today.
Dark purple. That's a beautiful Kahlua. Y'all give it up for Gary with the tea.